You didn't have a big old library. So you got the weekly readers every week. They came in the mail from somewhere, and they came rolled up in a bundle, like a little newspaper bundle, and the weekly readers was in there. The teacher would take them out, giving you, that was your reading assignment, and there would be questions on the weekly reader. Miss Ailey's always would keep one bundle of weekly readers unopened. That was her buster. That was her buster. And she would bust you upside the head with it. It wasn't, let's say, hurt you, it wasn't going to leave no mark, but it was going to get your attention, you see. Where are those folk today? We need them back. They're the people that stabilizes the neighborhood and the community. And they give themselves to the next generation because they know the next generation has to stand to continue the development of a community or people. Well, after his explanation comes the condemnation to the goats. To the goats. He says to the goats, "Depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels." Don't you know that hell wasn't even prepared for people? Hell was prepared for the devil and his fallen angels, those who rebelled against God. God had to prepare a place for them. So God prepared hell for them. People will only go there because they reject God's offer of salvation through faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. He says, you're cursed. You're banded to everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, you didn't give me no food. I was thirsty, you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not take me in. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not visit me. Then they also will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see you like that? When did we see you hungry or thirsty or stranger or naked or sick or in prison and did not minister to you? And then he will answer them saying, assuredly, I say to you, inasmuch as you did not do it to one of these the least, you not do it to me. We ain't got to go and look for people to help. I haven't been called to go to Africa. Some people need to go. I just haven't been called to go. I got friends of mine, every quarter, somebody trying to get me to go to Africa. Okay? I just haven't been called to go. I've been called to try to give myself to this church and to this little community. That's it. That's as big as the world I can deal with. We don't have to go looking for people to help. God just simply expects us to respond to what we see, to respond to what we encounter. And we will encounter people that are sick, people that are hungry, people that are thirsty, people that are naked, people that need help. And God merely expects for us to respond with what our capacity is. What capacity is it that we have? We can't respond above our capacity or beyond our capacity. God don't want you to go and take out no loan to finance somebody else's house. That don't make no kind of sense, okay? But as God blesses you, you may be able to share some of what God has given you to help someone else. Well, in my case, I feel like that God has blessed me to see things, the structural problems that exist that have to be addressed. It's structurally a problem. It's a fatal flaw. If $5.2 billion is spent in West Virginia every year to help poor children and families, $546 million in Kanawha County, $146 million in Charleston, $60 million on the west side. I'm just saying, well, where is it going? Where is it going? Where's $60 million being spent on the west side to help people? Let's spend it a little bit better than what we're currently spending it. Am I making sense? Of the budget, of the $5.2 billion, $2.9 billion is spent on education, $2.6 billion on education K through 12. Now I'm saying we're spending $2.6 billion on education K through 12, and they want another $80 million. from the race to the top. I'm saying, well, what are we getting for the $2.6 billion? 45th in the state in advanced placement. We got to do better than that. So some of us look at this from a structural standpoint. There are structural flaws that have to be addressed. And if we fix some of the structural flaws, by fixing those, we can automatically be able to help people and families and youth. Am I making sense? But as a church, our response is to respond to the people that we can help. Respond to the children and their parents. Let's just start right there. We got kids in this church can't read. Not reading on grade level. And they're falling further behind. And most of them are males. We got boys in elementary school getting put out of school in this church. And girls getting suspended from school in elementary school. In elementary school, if we just respond to that, if we can just respond to our children, if we can respond to their situations, if we can keep them on track, then at least we've helped the neighborhood. Because if none of the kids from our church, if none of them end up in the foster care system, if none of them end up in the juvenile justice system, if none of them end up in prison, then we've helped. We've helped just by them not ending up there, you see. And we've relieved some of the pressure on the system. And if we can respond to the needs of some of the children and parents in our neighborhoods, in our community, then we've helped. And we stand before Jesus, I think he just might say, well, come on over here to my right hand. Get on over here on my right hand. You did feed a few folk, clothe a few, house a few, gave drink to a few, visited a few. They were my brothers and my sisters. Let's bow for prayer, shall we? Father, it is our desire to hear you say, well done.